air show announcers, please welcome Hollywood Danny. Hello, Eastwood. The highest award in the air show industry, the Sword of Excellence. And this 25th Infidelity Enlightenment has supported this great air show for decades. For GMC Havelock bearing tires, almost a century of service to Eastern North Carolina. Best GM dealer ready in the Southeast. All right, there is Hubie Tolson. He is flying the Soviet Sukhoi, but he's going to put the American touch on it. It has a 9-cylinder barking radial engine. It was a superior airplane that would cost many rubles to the Russians to give to their pilots who hated to be able to bring home the gold, silver, and bronze medals and have victories over every other country and every other country in the world until this man, Hubie Tolson, came along. Now, as he continues to do his combination of grueling competition maneuvers and razzle-dazzle air show maneuvers, he says, at age 15, while in high school, I took my first ride in a plane, and to my surprise, the pilot did a loop and a roll. I was hooked. I dropped everything, went to the airport, got a job washing airplanes, pumping gas. Instead of money for pay, I took flying lessons. He ran me at age 16, they said, now he's got the salute to the Stars and Stripes with the wingtip smoke and the blue sky, red, white, and blue. And of course, the star is Hubie Tolson himself. He's getting choices. Hubie purchased a small Maverick airplane and began to teach himself aerobatics from the book. Hubie said this is a very stupid approach, and I was lucky not to have an accident. Somehow, I survived my 16th year. I packed all my belongings in my airplane and literally flew or ran away from home. I stumbled on my first air show at the Ann Arbor, Michigan airport. A flying circus group called Can-Am Air Show Productions was putting on a show. Getting through the Danny Fisher, Bill Barber, Bob Lightning, Big Red Muller, Eddie the Grip Green, Jim Minning, and the Red Devils, and other icons in the air show business, they were all there. Now the air show airplane had a malfunction. They asked to borrow this man's airplane. Hubie enthusiastically agreed. It was a life-changing and life-saving moment, says Hubie. Bill Barber, Jim Minning, Danny Fisher, and the Hijack Daddy took me under their wings. They taught me about the culture of safety rather than daring, and they truly saved my life. These guys were amazing in their patience with a really awkward team, in their concerted coaching and insistence on safety matters, and helping me to find a job as a teenager and a place to stay. Mrs. National airline pilots and let me tag along the stars. Eventually, they allowed me to perform simple, non-aerobatic acts in some I became an expert in all matters of smoke oil. That's the white trail behind the aircraft you're seeing today. And I actually drove that Oshkosh smoke truck for several years, delivering smoke oil to the stars of that era in what is now called Air Venture. And by the way, starting out as a grunt, delivering that oil last year, he was one of the featured Oshkosh, the world's largest aviation celebration. For a while, he lived at the EAA Museum in Hills Corners, sleeping on a cot in the museum for more than a month, was able to wander the floors of the museum alone at night. I occupied a lot of historic flying machines during those nights. Hubie continues after some time, I was taught competition aerobatics, first at the regional level in the U.S. Later, I became more proficient. I found some success in the national level, flying in the U.S. National Aerobatic Championships, and earning, get this, a gold, silver, and bronze medals. That means you are the best of the best. to achieve because the competition is fierce for those very few positions. Hubie says, I was privileged to represent America in World Championships in the USA, twice in Spain, in the United Kingdom, and achieved top 5 status in the World Championship Air Show freestyle event. Hubie has since flown international air show displays in Brazil, the United Kingdom, Romania, United Arab Emirates, twice in Spain, twice in China, 3 times in Korea, and many locations, of course, in our good old USA. In Korea, Romania, and China, and the UAE. I was honored to be the only American invitee. At the fall of USSR, after our international pilots had viewed what the Soviet and the Eastern Bloc countries could do with this airplane, these airplanes finally became available to the pilots in the U.S. and the Western countries. They were quick to snap them up because they saw what the Russian pilots could do. They saw the genius of the Russian aeronautical engineers. And they said, in order to beat a Sukhoi, you have to fly a Sukhoi. But we gave it the American touch. Watch Hubie now. Enjoy the freedom of the vast ocean of air. What a story this man is. He's not finished yet, but let's give it up for Hubie Tolson as he continues to razzle-dazzle on this, his last public appearance. Now, folks, nobody ever stops flying. He'll go up and enjoy the vast ocean of air up above, but he doesn't have to go through that grueling training. He doesn't have to do constant rehearsal as an air show pilot to maintain efficiency. You can see the crisp point rolls. This is tremendously hard on your body. There's pain involved. It's not a free ride. Carbon fiber construction cost was no factor. Russians went students making rubles with, and he said, to be able to tour the world, which I'm going to tell you about a little bit later on, and then to get it all in my home city, my home state, in my home country, he said, I am the luckiest kid in the world. Well, luck is a combination of preparation and opportunity, and this man took his lessons well. Folks, when he came to Ann Arbor, we saw in him the teenagers that we once were. As he goes into the flat spin around the curlicues, we saw his nature, his personality, his willingness to learn, his willingness to do anything possible, his enthusiasm, and everybody got on board because this man, he had potential and everybody saw it. By the way, in contrast to the subsidies that the Russian pilots get, if they were given an airplane like this, our pilots in the U.S. are capitalists. They pay for their own planes, they pay for their own training. When they transport those aircraft to foreign destinations to represent the United States of America, it is done on their money through fundraising and through some generous sponsorship. The design of the airplane was such that the sound of the engine, the growl, the rush and bear, was hoped to be able to influence the judges. Okay, watch now. They gotta hear. Hubie's gonna shut the engine off. It is. Let's see how quiet we can be. Turn the ignition switch off. No power from the engine. Shh. Prop should be stopped if all goes well. Hubie says sometimes it stops, sometimes it doesn't. No power from the engine. Skill from the pilot. Gliding. Watching his altitude, watching his speed. Still upside down, now right side up. Down goes the... And in comes the power. Let's give Hubie Tolson a big round of applause for that stopping maneuver. And by the way, it is said around the world and agreed that this man, Hubie Tolson from New Bern, North Carolina, is the only Sukhoi pilot in the world accomplishing that maneuver you just saw. Thank you again for this. Right on the way, sir. years as well. Almost a century of service to Eastern North Carolina, the best GM dealer rated in the Southeast, and a great supporter of this air show and of this community. There he is, sliding down, sliding upside down. By the way, folks, you have a right where you spend your discretionary dollars. Remember to support the people that support you when you're in the mood for tires or a new vehicle, car or truck. Remember, Trent, GMC, they support us. We will get him out of the cockpit. He will be signing autographs. But as he does that, let me tell you about this very international pilot. Here is the synopsis on his competitive and international aerobatic achievements. In overall unlimited class air show freestyle in the 2001 World Aerobatic Championship in Spain. Silver medalist 2006 U.S. National Aerobatic in 2008 at the U.S. National Championship Unlimited Division. Silver medalist 2008 U.S. National Aerobatic Championship Unlimited Division. United States Aerobatic Team member. The years 2004, 2005, 2008, and 2009. Silver medal 2009 U.S. National Aerobatic Championships in the Unlimited Division. Fourth overall in 2009 U.S. National Aerobatic Championships Unlimited Division. Then World Aerobatic Championships in United Kingdom in 2009, in Spain in 2007, Spain in 2005, Lakeland, Florida 2003, World Elite Aerobatic Formula Championship in Constanța, Romania back in 2009, where he was the only American to be invited. Silver medal, freestyle, bronze medal overall in United Arab Emirates in the Desert Challenge 2011. Again, the only American to be invited in another town in China in 2016. Now, Hubie's coming in from our right. As he does, he'll be taking a look at you before he stops the airplane and gets out. Will give you all the information on your part of your system. Big wave, get the cameras out, get your phones out. Thank you for your response. We're going to put this guy out in solid. Says to the air bosses, you can't fire me, I just retire. Ladies and gentlemen, your home city representative from Newburgh, North Carolina, Hubie Tolson. Hubie Tolson, your home state representative. Hubie Tolson, truly the American all the world looks up to. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Hubie Tolson. Thank you for what you've done as the ambassador to air shows and competition around the world, showing you and showing them what America is all about. He's going to come forward, sign some autographs. He probably has some of those hero cards. He'll shake your hand. He'll pose for a selfie. And it's all about fun. So wish him well. Shake his hand. Tell him how much you love. Hubie Tolson, Newburgh, North Carolina, USA. God bless America. God bless Hubie Tolson. Rob Ryder? I didn't lose it, but I came close.
Yes, indeed. Hey, Danny, stick around if you will. I wanna tag team with you on this next thing. It's coming up in just a moment.